Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to my trade recap of the day, Wednesday, the 11th. Couldn't make one yesterday, just forgot about that. Didn't have enough time to. But we're back on the channel, and I don't know why it's reload. I don't know why it's not loading. But yeah, Wednesday, what day is it? The 11th. So yeah, let's look at my trade I took today. Quick little calm recap. I did get stopped out today, and I'll show you guys why I got stopped out, and just a little note for myself and reminder for myself to try not to do that same mistake again. But you're not inevitable from losing, so I know everyone loses every now and then, and you always just gotta find a way to get back from it and use it to your advantage. Use the losses as a learning experience and an advantage to grow yourself. And that goes for anything, like far beyond trading. So yeah. We'll go first on the 1 hour. Let me. Okay, on the 1 hour. So what made me take long? What made me take longs was that I wanted to. I saw as soon as I saw the 1 hour, I wanted to keep up with the trend. I wanted to follow this trend, and I had marked out these highs, which I'm pretty sure we hit. I think, but I like this 1 hour bullish gap bearish gap right here, and these highs in this gap was like a pretty nice sign to me. And we're also respecting this bullish gap, and we're bouncing off this bullish gap. And when we did that, we also took out this intermediate low, which is usually a good sign for a long. And when I saw this, I was pretty locked in on wanting to take a long for liquidity up here in this unmitigated imbalance up here. Pretty sure I did use an SMT, but I gotta remember where I used that. So I want to mark this out real quick. So this would be our narrative, because we're bouncing off this bullish 1 hour gap, 1 hour key level, and then my target or like draws on liquidity just be like this gap up here, and there's some like liquidity up here. So yeah, so this is my narrative. We're bullish. So that's what I was thinking. Then I go to my 15-minute to find my condition, which is an if then statement, and that's how I kind of slipped up today. Wasn't really like paying attention to the condition. So firstly, I can see, yes, we are bullish, very bullish right here. Big move up. And so out of that move, we get two fair value gaps. Or, well, I'm going to mark this one out first. So we have our bullish fair value gap. And this is the most recent gap we're bouncing off of. So this would be my condition for supporting my bullish bias. And so in this condition, it would be if we respect this. So I'm going to do this. So that look really cool. Okay, so if we respect this gap, we could catch an inverse and long up to these highs and the draws on liquidity, right? If we respect it. And so it'd be, so if we respect this, then take an inverse off this, catch a nice long, and then that's our first scenario. And then the second scenario is if we inverse this gap, then we look for an inverse along this leg and catch a short catch a short into this gap, or possibly liquidity down here. So there's two scenarios to it, and you just got to pay attention to You just got to pay attention to how the scenario is playing out, how price action is playing out, And yeah, so the mistake I made today was that I didn't pay attention to my condition like I should have, and so that's just like a little note and reminder to myself that I always want to be looking for my conditions and figuring out which scenario I'm going to be playing out. So yeah, and then yes, we have our condition here, and then 5 minute, same thing kind of with the conditions. Just maybe you could get like an earlier thesis on what Price wants to do with the 5 minute, and then the 1 minute where I actually took my trade. So I'll show you. So first we rip higher. We have our down move into our condition. We're respecting this as of 9:45. This is being respected. So I was checking out this, and I was like, okay, perfect. Our condition's being respected. So then that's where our if then statement comes into play into the condition. So if we're respecting this, then we inverse off this and catch along, which is what I was trying to do. And so we have our bearish fair value gap right here, and pretty sure we inverse this. Okay, so here we get the inverse. Let me just make sure. Okay, yeah, we get the inverse here. But what I messed up on is I saw this inverse and I was like, okay, this is my entry model. I'm gonna long up here. But what I didn't realize is that on the 15-minute, a new 15-minute candle, or not the new one, but the 15-minute candle was now inversing this. So this would now become an IFVG. And so that takes my scenario from being, that takes me out of my bullish condition and now into a bearish condition, because now we're in the price is playing out a different scenario. And in that scenario, it'd be if we inverse this 15-minute gap, then we would want to find a new inverse and an opportunity to short, because now we're not respecting this gap, and so price is probably gonna want to keep going down or whatever. But you'd also have to consider that you'd also be in another 15-minute, and in this 5 minute. So that's just like a really like a stupid mistake I could have fixed, because I do usually check the 15-minute, but today, I guess, when I saw my entry, I just jumped the gun and I didn't check the 15-minute and got to my entry, and that is where I got stopped out. So this is the trade I took. I entered. So we have an entry here. It was 1-to-1. I had my break even at these highs. Okay, so basically 1-to-1 is like, pretty sure mine was like somewhere around here. I'll just go to 1-for-1 for the sakes of it. But point is, I got stopped out. Oh shoot! Oh yeah. How come this isn't Okay, I guess I'm just gonna manually do it. Put in 5. So yeah, I lost like $700, which sucks, but you lose some, you win some, and this is a great example of it. So now we can see price play out, and I get stopped out like fairly quick. And yeah, So yeah, that's just how it was. We ended up inversing this 15-minute also, and yeah, really nice down move. And I'm pretty sad I wasn't able to catch it, but it is what it is, and we'll move on, and we'll learn. You know what I mean? That's the big part of it, the learning factor of it, and just like the more experience you get from it. So yeah, that was a pretty calm trade today, and yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good trading day tomorrow, and then hopefully let's try not to forget to make another trade recap. So yeah. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.